Traumatic loneliness is probably one of the worst feelings a person can have. It can come from some experience of trauma that has left you not trusting other people, or it might come from growing up in a household where you felt emotionally neglected, not supported, not engaged with, and so it felt safer to turn to maybe objects or things or activities rather than connecting deeply with another person. But that leaves you feeling that there is a hole inside of yourself, and that's really hard to fill with things. So I coined a concept called traumatic loneliness a number of years ago, and the way I see traumatic loneliness is as an experience of being cut off, disconnected, and really struggling with any capacity to engage in a meaningful way with other people. And you know, as human beings, we're really woven and strongly drawn and needing to connect. So T.S. wrote to me and said, "Nothing traumatic happened to me growing up, but both my parents seemed completely disinterested in me, and they were preoccupied with all other kinds of issues. I always felt alone. I still feel alone as an adult. I was never quite feeling like I belong, and I still don't feel like I belong anywhere." Carl Jung wrote about the collective unconscious, and his work really points to the ability of all of us to somehow feel on some level that we're connected, that somehow we even know things that maybe we shouldn't know. We've all had that experience of walking into a room and somehow you just know when people are enjoying each other and closely connected, even if there isn't a lot of conversation. And other times you could walk into another room and feel, uh-oh, something's really off, really wrong here. Well, how do we know all that? So Carl Jung's collective unconscious, I think, helps us recognize that there is a knowingness. And you know, when you've got this feeling of emotional neglect or traumatic loneliness, it's hard to get connected more deeply to those people around you, to a sense of belonging, to a sense of connecting, to a sense of knowing that you are part of the larger human community. And in order to thrive and survive after trauma, I think that's one of the most important things that we can do. So here's the challenge for you. 1, take on this idea that you are part of the larger human community. So every time you're feeling alone or lonely, I want you to use this new language. I am part of the larger human community. I would encourage you also to read Dr. Jonas Webb's wonderful book on emotional neglect, and also go through her emotional neglect questionnaire, which is available on her website. I think you'll find your answers and what she has to teach pretty interesting and important, because it really does hook in well with this idea of traumatic loneliness and the impact that that can have on you, the scar that that can leave in your life every single day. And then finally, you can read our traumatic loneliness article, and you'll see links to all of this below in the video. And I hope you will take the time to find a route back to being part of the larger human community, feel warmly embraced, and find ways to feel connected that are meaningful to you. I'm not suggesting that that's easy. I'm suggesting that this is a step-by-step approach, and that you go forward, test things out, see if they work, try them some more, and carry on. It's really important when you have this feeling of traumatic loneliness not to expect too much from the people around you to start with, but to build your relationship slowly and steadily so that there's a healthy connection over time. This is Dr. Anna Baranowski wishing you a gentle day.
Okay, for more Ask Dr. Anna videos and information about post-traumatic growth and recovery, Subscribe and like our YouTube videos at What is PTSD, or join us at previous video episodes in our playlist Ask Dr. Anna from the Traumatology Institute team.